listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl Owamie Ngxoli, aka Miss Fearful, bring back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, today we're going to talk about Brenda. Ngxoli. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her surname. Remember Muvenda, okay? So I'm gonna just go ahead and call her Brenda for the rest of the video. And she put out a video, and this is a video of her fighting with her mother, and it's such a heartbreaking video. What I'm gonna do here is that I am going to place the video here. It is in Vernic, but I'm gonna try and explain the video, okay? Like basically what was being said, so you don't have to worry about that if you cannot understand the language. So let's go ahead and place this video, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Yes, Daba. Dibete. Yes, liar.
Vimbo, we.
Dipi Daba.
Imivimbo, we.
Uyaphosisa.
Ndibethe Brenda, uyabonakala wazwa lilizwe uyabetha.
Oh nyani, okay Daba. Uzawuyeka umani ukhwaza usithi.
Uzawuyeka umani ukhwaza wena uzawuthini?
Bethe Daba, ndibamba umntana uphethe induku. Yilando wawuyenza.
Liplanga lento le.
Oh, iyabetha nayo.
Oh, yayibethe wena.
Isitene zondiphethele sona nangoku ndibeleka umntana.
Uyaxoka ubaleka ngomntana, umntana ufuna ukuze unina khulu ufuni. Wena ubaleka nomntana wakho. Qhuba ilizwe liyakwazi ba wenzani kum.
What about defamation of character lena ndiza kubambisa because why ubungqina lento sokuyithe. I will do that. I will do that. I will do it Daba. So it doesn't mean into yokokuba kufuneka umosha igama lam Daba. Umosha igama lam ngokuthi ndiyakubetha ndingazange ndikubethe. Ndakubetha ndifuna uthini njani uphethe induku undiphekuza. Oh, unawo namandla kwenza lonto. That is what abantu bakwamkhosana zebabiza amapolisa nje nditake phandle. It is because wawundiphathela induku. Ngena nditheni, ngena ndimile. Ngena ndimile uphethe isitena nenduku. Ndundimo bendithembe ngenamali
eGauteng uthemba ndikuthi zokuthatha uyadinga.
Ndiyadinga Daba. Why you lying? Why you lying? Yeah, Futsak. Wow, that's my mother, ladies and gentlemen.
Baxelele abantu bakho yofather neyomother umedia.
You lying Daba. It's not my responsibility to feed you. Ayilo xanduva lam ukondla wena.
Ndabe ndithenga ukutya kwe-3,000 ndakuzisa.
Vula kaloku, vula ubukuzise nini? Bukuzise bani kumna Brenda? Come Daba, show your face. Kaloku qhelile usokukhwaza usithi ndiyakubetha sozifihla. No, I'm done. Come Daba. Zange ndikubethe. I am going to open a case. Defamation of character. Iza Daba kudala nindigrogrisa. Iza Daba kudala nisithi ndiyanibetha nindigrogrisa ngoku ndiyisa kwi-public. Uyaphinda ngoku ndibeleka umntana ufuna undibetha ngentonga emhlophe. Uyabaleka xa ndirecord? No Daba. No. This comes
wakumosha umuntu okufaka idimoni. Uthatha insimbi uyinxibe uyilahlele ntoni insimbi?
I-spiritual journey sama iyo business yakho.
Uyilahlele ntoni insimbi? Insimbi le uyilahleleni. Okay yilahle aba babethe inxibe. Ngigulela ngabantwana ngihlanyuka ukisilingo sendilingani undikhupha endlini yakho ndilanta ngaphandle undibhibha ukutya.
It's not my responsibility ukuphekela wena, ayiloxanduva lam.
Leminyaka isixhenxe ukungekho bensondliwa kubantu.
Ayiloxanduva lam uphekela wena. Kwaleyo, that is abusive behavior. Thank you. When did I do that, Dabao? Come. I'm recording. That's my mother. Umntana omntu ekufuneka ndivume into yoba makathethe nomntana wam. Umazela phi? What if he molests uSky? I have a responsibility to her. Wena mntu ukhetha indoda ongayaziyo. No, andikushawuti da, ndiyathetha. Ungayi-explaina ke yonke loo nto ecourt? Uqhelile kaloku Dabawo, everybody knows uba wawubetha abantu apha exolobe. Kubani lo? Kubani lo? Wow, okay. Hi Dabawo, zi-expose. This is who you are. I am Dabawo. Get on 10. Oh, okay. That's my mother, ladies and gentlemen. Uthi ladies and gentlemen, imnqundu yena kuqala. I'm done keeping quiet. This is the behavior.
Now, my ninjas, I'm sure that you guys saw that is her mother that she's fighting with. She's standing behind the camera and she has got her baby on her back. That's number one. Number two, you can see that the conversation is very heated. So the fight that's happening there is that Brenda is claiming that her mother basically wanted to beat her, and the mother claims that Brenda beats her, okay? And then they're basically going back and forth over that, and she's saying that, you know, she wanted to beat her with that stick that she was holding, and she was saying a shambok, and, you know, her mother is saying that this is a stick. She's saying, well, a stick can beat someone, you know. And then the mother goes in. Brenda is heard saying that it's not my responsibility to feed you. The mother is saying, I took you to school. Brenda is saying, just because you took me to school does not give you a right to now, you know, defame my character. And she's saying that I'm gonna take you to court for defamation of character because you're saying that I beat you. She goes on to talk about how, you know, when the police came, it was because I guess she was claiming that Brenda was beating her and stuff like that. So it does seem like they're in a very toxic situation, because there's a video that I also saw the time that she went to Ngxoli, and she was there talking about how she did not have a good relationship with her mother. She did not have a good relationship with her sister. She says that whenever she was working, she would take all the money home, you know, to support the mother, to support the sister. But today, this is where she's at, and this is what's happening to her. The other thing again that I saw that was quite concerning for me was the fact that even when she went to make Ngxoli's podcast, she had her daughter there. Her daughter was walking around and you could see her in frame. And for me, I was like, I do not know if maybe it was just a matter of she wanted her daughter there, which would be very odd for me, you know. But it does show that, like, like something is wrong. If I had a mother and I had a child and my mother stays home, there would be no reason for me to be in Gauteng hustling for the same mother, and she can't stay with my child, you know, if obviously I was in a situation or a dilemma where I was not making enough money. Now, before I even comment on this, I've said this many times, and there are people that have said to me, no, it's because when I, like, you know, the celebrities just don't handle their money well and everything. As a celebrity, I feel like our South African celebrities are taken advantage of so much. At this point, if I had a child and my child was like, I want to be an actor or an actress, we're tussling, we're fighting, because I don't want my children poor. Like, I don't want my children struggling, okay? Unless if you want to be like an international actor, actress, and you know you're gonna put everything in your craft. But in this industry, like South Africa, we are not doing that. You're gonna be an actor or an actress after your degree. Like, at this point, I feel like I used to be that person when I was younger, and I was like, no, my children will do whatever it is that they want to do. They can be whatever they want to do, except for just being actresses or actors. Like, Ure is never coming to me and saying, I'm not going to varsity, I'm gonna become an actor. You're not doing that, boy. You are going to school, you're going to have qualifications, you're going to have a job, and then the acting gigs will have to be on the side. Or are they establishing a business as your mommy? I will be 1,000% supportive. I will help you even run your businesses the time that maybe you're gonna have to be in studio. But even for you to can leave your job, it would have to be for a contract that is like literally maybe 3 years, and we know we've got a business aside for you. Because I'm being honest with you, our actors and actresses are being exploited, and unfortunately they themselves can't do much. Do you guys remember the situation that happened with Generations? That was when I stopped watching Generations, and it had nothing to do with anything. They changed the whole storyline, they fired everybody from what we hear, or majority of the people, and it was simply because they were basically fighting that they get paid, you know. So they changed the whole storyline, they did all that, people lost their jobs. Some people that were actually on Generations, even till date, their careers never came back up, because guess what, there's a certain thing they called black bowling. This industry is so small to a point where producers of this show are producers of that show, producers of that show, which is why at majority of the time you find this actress here, that actress there, that actress there, and it's so repetitive, it's so boring. So most of the actors, they can't come out and fight for themselves because their jobs are on the line. So who are the people that are supposed to fight for the actors and the actresses that we love watching? Us as the public. We need to start boycotting this shows that do not pay their actors and actresses enough, and we need to just stop watching. You do not watch. If you have to watch, you can watch a rerun or something, but not when it actually is, because this is honestly just so unfair. My heart breaks for them. There are many actors and actresses, guys. It cannot be all of them that are just that just don't know how to handle money, you know. I remember I was talking about Latoya at the time that you know, Latoya is a liar, hey, this and this and that, and I was like, the way that she's so talented, there's no reason why she should be abused like this. She should be like bowling. 35,000 rands is not enough for a celebrity in South Africa. And I know some people will sit down and look at it from their point of view. As a celebrity, you cannot afford to be living in a place where there's no security, and high security is expensive. Mostly those high security measures are mostly put in suburbs. Suburbs are not cheap. So already from that 35,000 rands, you're already looking at like maybe 10k out of your salary. That's number one. Number two, you cannot be using public transport. These are all just safety measures. They're all for safety. Okay, you cannot be. Yesterday, maybe, you know, you were doing something on television, you were cheating with someone's husband, and the wife found out, you beat the wife, or, you know, you were swearing at the wife. There is some woman in a taxi that is traumatized about how they beat her when they took her husband. Now she sees you, and some people cannot differentiate the fact that you are acting. That is not who you are. This is just your character. And now they want to attack you. And some things like that have happened in the past. So safety is already an issue. You do need to have at least a safe car. You're looking at about 5,000 rands already parting way with a nice car. You know, like not a nice, but a safe car. You still need insurance, okay? You still need petrol to go to said work. So you're already looking at about 8,000, 9,000 rands. Remove that, that's 19,000 from 35,000 rands. Now you need food. You've got these events that you go to that you need to dress. You've got your kids that also, due to the fact that they are your children, they do not have the privilege of just going everywhere. They do not have the privilege of just going anywhere. It's a lot. And I just feel like our actors and actresses are not getting paid enough. I will say this. They can't fight for themselves because they're getting fired, they're getting blackballed. We, the bloggers, we, the public, we that watch the shows, if we stop watching until they address the issues wherein they're not paying their actors and actresses, then they will be able to see. Even if we can make noise, guys, even if we can shout, even if we can talk about anything, as long as we're still watching and bringing money into their pockets, they will never change. They will never change anything, I'm telling you. You know, but anyway, let's talk about Brenda right now. So with Brenda, obviously I explained the issue that is going on right now. My heart really breaks for her, and the reason why my heart breaks for her is because, number one, Brenda is very talented. Very, very talented. She should be at a point where she's like set for life right now. If she was like an American actress, she would be set for life. She would be sitting with millions and millions and millions of dollars, not even rands, in her bank account for the jobs that she has actually done. That's number one. Number two, let me tell you something. If there's one thing that you should honestly learn and know, is the fact that sometimes you have a horrible parent, and any parent that is going to make you feel obliged to put them first, yourself first, is not a good parent. It doesn't matter if your mother does not have a house. It doesn't matter if your father does not have a house. The house you should build first is yours, so that will be your house and your kids. Always put yourself first. It is not your responsibility to financially take care of your parents. You have to take care of them after you've taken care of yourself. If you can be able to spare that 1,000, 1.5 for them to can go and buy food, that is absolutely okay. But make sure that you start with your own house. Make sure you start with your own place, because you will have kids that you are responsible for. Your kids, you are 1,000% responsible for. The same way your parents should be responsible for you. The failures of your parents are not your responsibilities to correct. The failures of your parents are not your responsibility to correct. You need to look for you first. And let me tell you something. The same parents that actually make it you feel like you're obliged, because I don't think you can be in your right mind. I think she was saying that she would send all the money home, and she would not even have money for Savannah, or she would only buy Savannah and not even have any other money, because obviously that's because I'm not too good with it. But if you're in that position, it means there's some psychological power play that is happening that has made you feel like you need to actually do that, and you do not see anything wrong with it. That's part of financial abuse. How are you supposed to start your life? How are you supposed to live your life if this is what's happening? And the unfortunate part of building your parents a house before you have your own house is you don't have a home. They have every single right to can kick you out. I think I saw somewhere where either she commented or it was a video, and she was talking about how, you know, when she goes home and there's an issue, they will even call social workers for her. And now they'll be wanting to remove you. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? This is an issue with a lot of people. This is an issue with a lot of people. Even people that work in corporate, you will exhaust all your funds. You will exhaust all your money. You will even go to the banks and you will even loan money and build your mother a home, and you will do this and you will do that. And at the end of the day, she will kick you out. She will actually make it so uncomfortable for you to live in the same house that you built. She will tell you, go to know, this is my home, this is my house. If you want, carry your house and go. And they know you cannot carry a house. You understand? So most times when situations like that happen, it's mostly narcissistic parents. It's mostly narcissistic parents that do that, and you do that thinking that, okay, if I do this, then she will love me. If I do this, then he will love me. You know, if that's your father, and you end up actually living your life to try and impress this person, to make this person proud, who will never be impressed by you, who will never love you, who will never nothing. Because if your parents have to love you through materialistic stuff that you can do for you, they do not love you. The first instinct of a parent is to love their child. You don't need to do anything for them to love you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's when we talk about unconditional love. There's no conditions. There shouldn't be any conditions. So my heart really honestly just breaks for her. Honestly, my heart breaks for her. However, I feel like we also need to continue addressing this issue of our actors and actresses need to get paid more. We know that these people are making money. They are making money. The views that they get, the television watch times that they get from people that are loyal followers of these series that are playing, They are making money. Why are they not also paying their actors and actresses enough money to compensate them? That's why most of these actors and actresses, when they die, there has to be donations. If they're getting older, they have to now be coming with Capitec cards saying this is my account number. It's sad. It really honestly is just so sad. It really honestly is just so sad. I understand that maybe they're just not as good with money, but can it be like majority of them? Can it be a lot of people that actually, like, you know, are going through all this stuff? Like, I don't believe that it can be everyone. And again, we've heard of a leaked pay. 35,000 rands is not enough for a celebrity. It's enough for you and I, everyday normal people. I can afford to can just stay anywhere. Well, not now, you know, because safety also for me, but I guess I feel like you guys should understand what I'm actually saying. And as I'm saying, guys, no one is gonna fight for the actors and the actresses except for us. We need to boycott these shows. We stop watching, completely stop. And I know your grandmother loves that series, I know your mother loves that series, but guess what? You just go and you remove a cord behind that DSTV thingy and the TV is shut, and then you're like, no, there's a network problem at this point, ungati, it's not working. Something, because how it, like, for me, I feel like this is almost like slavery for them. It's almost like slavery, and it's so sad. It is so sad. In the South Africa that we live in right now, it's also just not safe. So my heart really just goes out for Ngxoli and her child, like Brenda. I just, like, I can't imagine the situation that she's going through. At this point, I feel like it definitely is a cry for help. There are people that are like, why can't you just move out? Ju is dumb as hell. Like, Ju is stupid. Let me not be upset. Do you really think that if she had the means to could just move out and leave, she wouldn't do that? Or do you think when you're just so smart, oh, here's a brilliant idea, just move out? Did you send the funds for her to be able to do that? Do you know how expensive life is? Especially when you don't even have a job. At that point, maybe you've not booked anything. Where is she supposed to get the money from? Are you gonna send the said funds for her to get a place? Do you see your IQ is too low? Like, there are certain things that you don't have to question. Every single person loves good for themselves. So if that good is not, it means something is off. Some funds. You think she's so dumb that she can't think of, oh, let me just get myself a place. Did you provide funds for that? So don't upset me. Do not upset me. Okay? Don't. I'll ruin your Sunday very quick. Don't even try it. That's number one. Number two, my heart just breaks for her. My heart literally just breaks for her. Guys, not all parents are good parents. Not all parents are good parents. To people that are saying, why are you bringing it to the public? Because she wants to. She wants to do it. She did it, and that's okay. If you have an issue with her bringing her personal issues online, block her and keep it moving. Ungazobadom, ungazospora. That's it. Honestly, there are many people out there that are struggling. And I am so grateful for the fact that I got the strength to leave. My parent cut him off since 2021. We're in 2025. My mental health has been at its best state since, and I'm not even lying. I really don't, like, sometimes you do not know the weight someone has on you until you have to lift that weight off. You could not go 2 months or a month and there's no issue. You couldn't. 2 months or not, it can't. They have to be calling because now he's fighting with this one. Now when at the moment you comment to say, but this person is not wrong. Now you're fighting with him because you didn't take his side. There are certain people that are just allergic to peace. And unfortunately, sometimes you need to make that decision yourself. Am I going to continue staying in this situation, or am I going to leave? If you're going to leave, then you need to start making plans, because you definitely cannot just leave unless you've got the means to, and the financial means, as I'm saying. So yeah, also seeing that clip of her at Podcast and Chill, and she had a daughter there, it broke my heart, because you could see that as much as she's talking, her concentration is also going to her daughter, and that's so sad. It really honestly is such a sad situation, because she has a mother that is alive. She has a mother that she has supported. She has a sister that is alive. She has a sister that she has supported. Sometimes, not even sometimes, all the times, choose you first, then everyone else. Because in actual hindsight, you're choosing your kids. Don't let your children suffer. Imagine if something happens to Brenda. What will happen to that poor little girl? But if she had a house of her own, she did not take the money and use it back home, and she set herself up, they would hate her, which I feel like personally though they still do. But at least she would have a place for her child. She would have money saved up. She would have investments. She would have this and this for her child. You understand? It really honestly just breaks my heart. It really honestly just breaks my heart. But the basic core, our entertainment industry is not paying our entertainers enough, and we are all quiet. We just enjoy to watch, and we continue giving these people money. The only way they will hear the actors and actresses, because the actors and actresses don't want to say much because they are keeping their jobs, and they know and understand if this producer hates you and you are fired, the chances of you ever working again are very slim. Very, very slim. We have got so many talented actors and actresses that have been blackballed for personal reasons and not even their talent. Where is Vatisa Swandara? I don't know if I'm pronouncing her right. That woman is so talented. Where is she today? The moment you take a step and you're in this entertainment industry, you are done. You are done. Done. They expect to I'm just so hurt. I really honestly am just so hurt. There are many shows that I don't watch. I don't even really watch a lot of them. And there's no other reason except for the fact that at first, especially that whole thing that happened with Generations, though I had not understood the entertainment industry to the level which I do, which I still know that I don't understand fully still, I understood that this is crap. Like, this is nonsense. You people are fucked up. I'm so sorry to cuss. But I was like, no, I'm not going to continue supporting people. Meanwhile, the entertainers that we watch and we love, they continue to live like this. Many times I've actually said this to say, influencers are richer than these actors and actresses. And it's such a sad situation to watch. How is it that you went to school for acting? You auditions many times. You spend hours in the studios. You do this, you do that. And a simple mere Owamie that literally just makes videos on YouTube would live a little bit better than you. How is that even fair? Who never went to any school, who literally will shoot sometimes with horrible quality, no makeup, no hair done, nothing. And you sit here and you're making a little bit better. That makes no sense to me. It really makes no sense. It makes no sense. They can't stand up for themselves. So you and I are the ones that can stand up for them. Honestly. And I do hope that at least at this point we can be able to put Brenda out there, and maybe she can book something, and then, you know, she can make a lot of money, get her own place, you know, live a comfortable life with her child, and not have to go through this kind of abuse that she's going through, you know. And I know some people will say, no, when it comes to a mother, hey, what? If your mother ever has to stand and tell you that I took you to school as if you owe them, nobody asked you to bring anyone into this world. Nobody. When you give birth to a child, your child owes you zero. You are the one that owes everything to the child. And which is why it's a very, very big thing that I need to talk about. Before you have a child, be sure. Some of you have no business having children, and you're having children, and it's an issue. Because some of you have children to say, this child will take me out of poverty. What the hell? No. That's why you feel entitled. If this child makes it, you feel entitled. No, I now need to have a double storage house. You now want to live your dreams that you failed to achieve through this innocent child that has their own life to live. Having a child is no child's play. Plan. Be sure that I'm ready for this. Being a parent is all about being selfless. You cannot be selfish when you've got a child. You do not even have a right to be selfish anymore. Every single thing, if it's about you, it needs to also be benefiting your child. Which is why if you're in a relationship that is struggling, you're being abused, you now need to leave even if you love this man. Not for you, but your child. Some of you, Ngxoli, you have this narrative, I'm staying for my child. No, you're wrong. You must live for that child, because you living will make you live. So that this child can have a happy parent, because everything is no longer about you anymore. It has to also be about your child. And if you are a mother and you can treat your child that way, now personally I just don't think that you're a good mother, Shem. I won't even lie. And in most instances, if a child has an issue with their parent, it mostly is the parent's fault. I'm not saying it's all the time, but it mostly is the parent's fault, because we are trained. You show us the love, you show us the hate, you show us everything. And now as Owamie, as an adult, no one can ever come and convince me my mother never loved me. Her love for me was so loud, I know for a fact. So if I look at you and you're my parent and I'm like, nah, the feelings you have for me are definitely not love, I have seen, I know I have seen. Especially as an adult, not as a teenager. As a teenager, sometimes your hormones are running out wild, but the moment you step up of that, you can definitely see. So yeah, man, I my heart just breaks for Brenda. My heart just breaks for her. And yeah, I hope that everything is gonna be like, I just wish you all the best, because she's a very great actress, a very great actress. Sorry, who shouldn't be going through all this abuse. I truly believe Brenda should not be going through all this, because she should have way more than enough if they were paying them more. Yes, I understand financial education should even maybe be something that they put in, you know, to say you are forced to go through this financial whatever if you're in the entertainment industry, because of what you know, we have been saying. But at the end of the day, no matter how much you save, you cannot save from nothing. If it's not enough, you can't save. And when you are not at a position where you are privileged to can just go and pay 1,000 rands for a room, there's really nothing you can do, because you will say you're saving money, you end up getting killed. This is South Africa. Let's boycott these shows so that they can start paying our entertainers well. Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.